Are you tired of that small wobble when you pull on your socks standing up? Do you want to step off a curb, turn quickly in the kitchen, and walk on uneven ground without that flicker of doubt in your feet? In parts of Japan, men in their 80s still do all of that without thinking about it. Not because of genetics, because they never stop training the one system that fades the fastest and gets ignored the most: balance. 6 simple exercises rebuild it. And the first one exposes a weakness in your ankles that most men over 50 don't even know they have. The slow tandem walk is the single most honest test of how well your body is aging, and almost no one trains it on purpose. Here is what it does and how to do it right. By 60, most men have lost roughly a third of the fine stabilizer strength in their ankles and feet, the tiny muscles that make constant micro-corrections so you don't tip. You don't notice it as weakness. You notice it as hesitation. The pause before you step onto a ladder. The hand that reaches for the wall in a dark hallway. That is not aging. That is a balance system that has gone quiet from years of flat floors and supportive shoes. This rebuilds the foot and ankle control that keeps you upright on ground that isn't perfectly level. Stand tall and place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe, like you are walking a tightrope. Now take 10 slow steps forward, each one heel to toe, taking a full 2 seconds per step. The most common mistake is rushing, which hides the wobble instead of training it. The second is looking down. Keep your eyes forward and let your feet learn. If it feels too hard, do it alongside a kitchen counter so your fingertips can graze it for safety. Do 3 sets of 10 slow steps. Every slow step forces your nervous system to fire the small corrective muscles it has been allowed to forget. That signal compounds over weeks, and the ground stops feeling unpredictable. This is the difference between confidently crossing an icy parking lot at 75 and taking tiny, frightened shuffles while everyone waits. But your ankles are only the first thing to go. There is a deeper system, higher up, that you feel every single time you stand on one leg to put on your trousers, and it fades even faster. You might think balance is mostly about strong legs. What if I told you that strong legs mean almost nothing if your hip can't hold you steady the instant your weight lands on one foot? That split second of single leg control is what decides whether a stumble becomes a fall. Every step you take is technically a moment of standing on one leg, and if that moment is shaky, your whole day is spent quietly bracing. This rebuilds the hip and core control that keeps you stable in the half second your body is balanced on one foot. Stand near a wall. Shift your weight onto your left foot and lift your right knee to hip height. Hold it for a beat, then slowly reach your lifted foot out in front of you, tap the floor lightly, and bring it back to the knee-up position. Do 8 controlled reaches, then switch legs. The common mistake is letting the standing hip collapse sideways. Keep it level, like you are balancing a glass of water on it. If lifting the knee feels like too much, keep your toe lightly on the ground and just practice shifting your weight fully onto one side. 2 to 3 sets per leg. What you are training here is the hip stabilizer that switches off after years of sitting, the one that should fire automatically every time you take a step. It is like installing a shock absorber back into your stride. Within a couple of weeks, the constant low-grade bracing fades, and walking starts to feel light again instead of careful. Real quick before I show you the next one. The most common question I get from men in their 50s and 60s trying this is, how often and for how long before I actually feel steadier? The honest answer is that it depends on where your balance is starting from, and the full progression is mapped out in the ebook I put together. It is a complete library of 50 isometric holds organized for men over 50, and they are the deeper strength layer underneath everything you are learning here. These movements wake the balance system up. The 50 holds are how you lock that steadiness in so it holds under real load. Link is in the description below. Now to that next one. Have you ever watched how easily a man who grew up squatting to rest can drop all the way down and rise back up without using his hands? That full range, from a deep resting squat back to standing, is something your hips and knees were built to do every day and quietly lost. When you can't access it, your body finds workarounds. Grabbing furniture, rocking forward, planting both hands. Each workaround trains your nervous system to trust your legs a little less. This rebuilds the deep range and leg control that lets you get down to the floor and back up under your own power, which is one of the strongest predictors of independent living. Stand facing a sturdy chair or counter. Hold it lightly and lower yourself down into the deepest squat you can manage with control. keeping your heels on the floor. Pause at the bottom for a breath, then drive up to standing. Do 8 slow reps with a 3-second lower. The biggest mistake is letting the knees cave inward, so think about gently pushing them out over your toes. If your heels lift, slip a folded towel under them and work the depth gradually. 2 to 3 sets. After a couple of weeks of this, you are going to feel something you probably haven't felt in years. The ability to sink into a low position and feel completely in control of coming back up. That quiet certainty in your legs is the floor that all your balance stands on. Take 1 second and subscribe. The man who keeps doing these quietly at home is the same man still trusting his own feet on an icy step at 80, while others have stopped going out in winter at all. That is what these few minutes a week are really buying you. Now the next one. The controlled pivot is easily the most underrated balance movement there is because it trains the exact moment most falls actually happen. The turn. Falls rarely happen walking in a straight line. They happen when you spin to grab the phone, twist to reach a cupboard, or change direction on a wet floor. Your body has to reorganize its balance mid-motion, and if that skill has gone rusty, that is where the ground reaches up for you. This rebuilds the rotational balance that keeps you steady when you change direction, not just when you walk forward. Stand with feet hip-width apart near a counter. Slowly pivot your whole body 90 degrees to the right, stepping and turning under control, then pause and steady yourself before pivoting back. Do 5 controlled turns each direction. The common mistake is whipping around fast, which lets momentum do the work your muscles should be doing. Move slowly enough that you could stop and freeze at any point. Keep a hand near the counter early on. 2 sets each direction. Within a few weeks, you will catch yourself turning to answer the door, spinning to grab something off the stove, and changing direction on a busy sidewalk without that half thought of, careful. You will move through your own house like you own every square foot of it again, instead of negotiating with each turn. When was the last time you stood still with your eyes closed and felt completely steady? For a lot of men past 50, the moment the eyes close, the room seems to tilt. That is because your balance has quietly become over-reliant on your vision to do a job your inner ear and feet are supposed to share. Train it back, and your steadiness no longer depends on good lighting. This rebuilds the deep, non-visual balance that keeps you upright in the dark, on the stairs at night, or the moment you turn over in bed. Stand next to a counter with both hands resting on it. Close your eyes and slowly shift your weight from your left foot to your right and back, feeling the pressure roll across each foot. Do this for 30 seconds. Eyes closed, hands ready but light. The mistake is gripping the counter hard, which lets your arms cheat. Let your feet and inner ear do the work. As you improve, lighten the touch to a single fingertip. 2 to 3 rounds. This is your body relearning to balance without leaning on your eyes, the way it did effortlessly when you were younger. It is the difference between getting up confidently for the bathroom at 2 in the morning and standing frozen in the dark, waiting for the room to feel solid. There is one more piece though, and it is the one that pulls all 5 of these together into something you can actually trust under pressure. Here is the one that decides whether everything else holds up when real life moves fast. Almost no man trains balance while actually moving in different directions, which is exactly why this one sets you apart at 80. The other 5 built your steadiness in place. This one teaches your body to keep that steadiness while stepping forward, sideways, and back, the way real life constantly demands. This rebuilds reactive balance, the ability to stay upright when your foot lands somewhere unexpected. Mark an imaginary line on the floor. Step forward over it, then back. Then step to the side over it, and back. Then step at a diagonal and back. Move slowly and land each step with control before the next. Do this for about a minute. The common mistake is moving so fast you bounce. The goal is deliberate, controlled landings. Keep furniture within reach for your first few sessions. 2 rounds. Being able to step in any direction and land steady is the clearest sign the other 5 have done their job. This is the one standing between a stumble and a fall. Between an ordinary Tuesday and a phone call to your family from a hospital bed. Train this, and you protect every other gain you just made. Build this into your week in 3 layers. 2 to 3 sessions, with a rest day between them. Layer 1 is your foundation. The slow tandem walk for 3 sets, then the supported deep squat for 2 to 3 sets. Layer 2 adds the single leg reach, 2 to 3 sets per leg, and the controlled pivot, 2 sets each direction. Layer 3 is the eyes closed weight shift for 2 to 3 rounds, and the multi-directional step for 2 rounds. Keep every movement slow enough that you could freeze mid-step. Keep a hand near a counter until you don't need it. Breathe steadily through each one. One tip before you start: save this video and play it back while you actually run through the exercises, at least for the first couple of weeks. Matching each cue to what your body is doing is how the technique locks in, and it's the difference between just going through the motions and getting the real strength adaptation.